So oftentimes, what people don't realize is that when it comes to the FDA, they're really impacted by patients. And I remember one particular story where a patient had come to the FDA. We had brought her as really a testimonial to talk about her experience on our drug. And this was a drug that I was working on for rare disease, terrible genetic rare disease that basically causes people to lose a lot of strength, in their arms. It can cause cognitive impairment. Even left untreated can cause intellectual disability. And there were a bunch of people there at the FDA, neurologists, neurosurgeons, liver specialists that were, listening to us as we talked about the data, and we shared information about the outcomes from our clinical trials. But the most impactful thing was when one patient got up. She was probably in her 20s, in her early 20s, and she had been battling this disease for many years. And she kind of motioned her arms up and said, when I take a shower, I have to shampoo my hair. And that's the most difficult part of my day, because as I go through the process of taking a shower, the amount of strength that it takes for me to wash my hair is so much that I get fatigued and tired that I kind of have to stop, lean up against the shower wall, wait a minute, and then continue, which can cause my shower to go much longer. And by the time I'm done with the entire process, I'm absolutely exhausted. But after going on your drug, I've been able to take showers normally, where I don't have to stop in the middle of the shower. I have the strength to shampoo my hair and dry my hair. Now, in a clinical trial, we don't have the outcome of, being able to shampoo your hair, right? But that's an example of a quality of life metric that's really important for patients. It could be, for example, I was able to play with my grandkids. I was able to walk further holding my grandchild, or walk further in the park with a friend, right? Those types of things are really important to people, their ability to be able to carry out normal daily functions of living. And so patient stories for getting an approval by the FDA or other regulatory bodies are really, really critical. And this really speaks to the greater role today that patients and patient advocates have when it comes to impacting clinical trial outcomes, and really looking at things like evidence generation if you're working within medical affairs, understanding and aligning your evidence generation strategy and plan for various stakeholders, because different stakeholders are looking for different things. And so your patient advocacy groups, they have a certain set of indicators or outcomes they're interested in, versus your healthcare providers, versus your payers and regulators. So I think today, to be effective within medical affairs, you really need to make sure that you are indeed aligning your evidence generation strategy to meet a variety and versatile group of different stakeholders. And if you look at a lot of the position papers that are being written focused on medical affairs, this is the key bullet. So the question is, if you are listening to this and you're leading a medical affairs organization or leading an MSL team, is your team ready and capable and competent to build out that strategy? One of the things that I love that we do at the ACMA, especially in our BCMAS B2B program, our BCMS Pro program, which is for businesses, we focus a lot on making sure that companies have the skills, the capabilities, the competence to build out these types of strategies. How do you build a medical affairs strategy? How do you make sure it aligns with the various evidence stakeholders and their needs from a stakeholder perspective? So these are the types of things that I think are really key for anyone working in medical affairs, anyone in medical affairs leadership. Is your team level set and uniform when it comes to that competency? If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment below. Let us know what other types of content you're interested in. I'll talk to you guys soon.